Since I got home, I got kind of queasy, feel like I was gonna throw up a couple times. I was feeling a little weird. Just feel kind of like, I'm still feeling kind of weird, like I'm not actually in reality. Kind of like I'm living in a dream world or something.
Hello, my friend.
It was just 1 week ago, on a week just like this week. In fact, this week is the 1 week anniversary!
Hello. Last week I did a 16-mile run and it nearly killed me. In a matter of minutes, I'm going to be attempting an 18-mile run. Some voice in my head. I'm scared, but since you're here with me, I know it's gonna be okay. I just know it. Well, I don't know it. Anyway, I love you. Thank you for following me. All right, I'm here with world-renowned ultra-marathon runner, Mike Braman, my old friend. I need some tips on training for this race. So I'm here for these few minutes that we have to get some tips from Mike. So Mike, what should I do? How can I do this? How can I get to 35 miles within the next 2.5 months?
A taco a day keeps the IT band away, so keep eating that Taco Bell.
That's good to know.
You gotta fuel the machine, you gotta fuel it properly. The next piece of advice I'd say is run consistent 5 to 6 miles every other day. Once your body feels good, bump that up. Over the weekend, possibly throw in a longer run. But consistency is key. Consistency running day in and day out versus one super long run throughout the whole week.
Well, I'm gonna take 1 pill of ibuprofen before I begin this run. I'm a little worried about my ankle. It's been getting kind of weirdly sore the last couple runs. I don't know why. So, I'm gonna pop one of these pills. Don't worry, it's not like drugs. Well, technically it is a drug. But not like one of those drugs. I don't do those kind of drugs. Do you see it? There it is. I ate it. When I've gotten up to a 16 to 18 range before, the last mile and a half or so, man, I'm just barely trotting in, you know? And it takes me a couple days, my ankle was pretty sore, you know, and I feel like I need to ice that and stuff. And then I'm like, crap, man, I've got what was that, 17 more miles I've got to add on to that?
Yeah. So I mean, my first 50 miler that I did, my longest run leading up to that, I think was 22 miles. And that was training for a 50 miler. So you don't need a really, really, really long run. It's just that cumulative buildup of miles in your legs, getting your body used to consistent pounding, week in and week out.
So, I got a question. So, if I'm training for a 35 miler and I can do about 16, how many miles would you say in a week would be good for me to do?
Weekly mileage, I would get in minimum 40 miles. 35 to 40 miles a week.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think when I did my first 50 miler, I peaked at 50 miles a week. But that was only for a week or two. It's all about finding that balance. You don't want to wreck your body, but you don't want to go in undertrained. But if I had to choose, I would say undertrained versus overtrained.
Well, Mike, that was great advice. Shake my hand. I grabbed your hand weird. Sorry. There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. All right, here's the things that I take on my run. I have this little baggie. It also looks like drugs, but I promise it's not. It's actually salt and ibuprofen. I don't know if that's a wise thing to put your ibuprofen in salt, but I've had some experiences in the past where I just feel like I get really low on salt and I start getting really delirious while I'm out there running. Mostly when it's really hot and I'm sweating a lot. And so I started bringing salt with me or eating potato chips before I run, because I found on those times where I'm really delirious, it sounds weird, but if I take the salt, little deposits on my face, and I lick them, I start feeling better. I don't know if that's a form of cannibalism. I'm not sure. Anyway, so now I bring ibuprofen and salt, and I bring some of these energy gel things. They're kind of soaked in salt, so they taste really bad. Because this is my running pack. I really like it. It's not quite as good as like a Camelback, but it also costs like $100 less. So I'll take it. Been using it for a few years. Big Five Sporting Goods. Five Guys Sporting Goods Hamburgers Shop. Just eating some crackers with my early 1900s football helmet. All right, here's the map of where I'm trying to run. Let's see, so I'm right there. I'm gonna be running up yonder. It's gonna be a nice mix of trails and city. Anyway, that's about 9 miles one way. And then I don't know, I might just come the same way back, I'm not sure. All right, here we go. We are embarking 18 miles. Okay, about 6 miles in. Actually, I've gone further than I thought. I thought I'd only gone like 4. But 6 miles in, doing pretty good, feeling pretty darn good. Doing pretty good, feeling pretty darn good. But we're just about to get to the trail section of this run. It's a pretty intense hill at the start, so we'll see. Only 12 more miles. All right, I'm at my halfway point. 9 miles here on the University of Utah campus. The hospital. I ran to the hospital for a reason. Just in case I was really struggling, I could just pop in, get some surgery done. Anyway, great thing about running in Salt Lake. You run in the city, and downtown's right down there somewhere. And then there are some mountains here, and it's quite amazing. Real great. Look at that, just look at that. Would you just look at it? Anyway, only halfway done. Here we go. Well, I'm at 14.7 miles, and I actually feel like amazingly good. Amazingly good. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Surprisingly, I feel like when I did my 16-mile run last week, I was dying. Really tired, but doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. So thanks for the support. Oh, you guys are like angels from the heavens. Oh, thought there was somebody behind me. Angels from the heavens giving me strength to endure the hardships of this world. Anyway, bye-bye. Oh, I did it. 18 miles. Oh, man, it was kind of a miracle, actually. Oh, definitely tired, but dang howdy. I did a lot better than I thought I would. And once again, I think it's just because of you little angels watching my YouTube video and giving me strength. Oh, how I love you. Man, well, I've been back from the run for a couple of I was about to say for a couple of years. But we're a couple hours, hour and a half or so now. I felt really great on the run, but since I got home, I got kind of queasy, felt like I was going to throw up a couple times, and so I just kind of had to lay on the floor, eat some Ritz crackers, and just sip on water for a while because I was feeling a little weird. I'm still feeling kind of weird. Like my joints and muscles and everything are pretty good, but I just feel kind of like I'm not actually in reality, kind of like I'm living in a dream world or something. Anyway, so cooking up some food and hopefully I can digest it. Amazingly good. Pretty good, pretty good. Feeling pretty darn good. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Pretty dang good. Amazingly good. Pretty dang good. Pretty good. Doing pretty good, feeling pretty darn good. Doing pretty good. Amazingly good. Pretty good, pretty good. Feeling pretty darn good. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Pretty dang good. Amazingly good. Pretty dang good. Pretty good. Doing pretty good. Feeling pretty darn good. Doing pretty good.